Hey y'all, it's me, Magical Shante 888. I just thought that I'd pop on for a quick video and kind of a little bit of a spiritual, I don't want to say resolution or just some thoughts that I had. So, yesterday was Mother's Day, and it was a very interesting day for me. Usually I get up, I'm happy, like I'm in a good mood. I'm like, happy about the gifts that my children make me and all that stuff. And so it's usually a very, very pleasant day for me. Don't mind my lace. I don't know. Anyways, and instead of it being a day of like joy and just being super duper happy, I was not really happy. I was feeling very, very sad, feeling very, very down, and feeling, I'm doing a video, and feeling very, very anxious and just not feeling the happiest. Exit. And I really could not figure out for the life of me, like, why was I feeling this way? Mind you, I woke up this way. I woke up feeling just sad. Like, I even cried. Like, granted, there are a lot of changes within my life right now and within my marital situation, my living situation. I mention in almost every video that I am pregnant. I will be 19 weeks tomorrow, so I'm almost at the halfway mark. And it does feel sometimes like I'm alone, but I also realize that I'm not really alone and that I made the right choice. Regardless of how other people see it, feel, what they think about it, I really don't care because it's not their life, it's mine. But I had some disappointments and it triggered me. And I did not feel happy about it. I was very upset about it. I was sad for my children. It just was not a good thing. It was not a good moment because my day ended up great. I got to spend time with my best friend, my mom. I got to spend time with my baby brother and my nieces for a little bit. We went to go see my granny, and I ate some bomb-ass barbecue that my little big brother paid for. It was his treat. So I had a great day. I am going to be placing my order for a gift for myself from my mom. And I'm just, besides the gifts and all that stuff, I was so grateful to be able to spend time with my family. I really was. Like, I spent the beginning of my day being sad and stuff, but I was able to get my mom something. She loved it. And even besides the gifts, like I said, I was around my favorite people, and I'm realizing like my circle is becoming smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. And people who I thought would be in my circle are not. You know what I mean? That's a part of life. But I cannot sit here and pretend like it doesn't hurt. I can't sit here and pretend like that shit doesn't feel uncomfortable. You're lying to yourself if you really want to go on and pretend like you're not going to lose a wink of sleep, that things aren't kind of how they used to be. Like, are you even human? Some of you guys, I don't know. And I don't expect people to have the same empathy or even have the same type of memory. I have memory like a goddamn elephant. I remember everything. And a lot of times shit that I don't be wanting to remember, which was part of the reason why I was so fucking triggered yesterday. There was just a lot of things that I was triggered by. And the oddest fucking thing about it is that on the Mother's Day, like, you would think, okay, the issues would be with my own mother. And it's not. It's not with my own mother. It's not with my mom at all. Like, it's with women in my life who were mother figures, or people who I had a deep, deep, deep connection to. People who knew me before I even knew myself. And that fucking hurts. It's the most awkward fucking feeling. I could not control my emotions. You know, I shared things with my children, and by the end of the night, I was just like, I should not have shared that. But then I had a revelation and I listened to a reading. If you guys have not heard of, I believe her name is Empress Chris Lux. She's bomb as fuck. And she doesn't need me or anybody to shout her the fuck out. But she's really just that bomb. Like, when I tell you her readings be so fucking spot on for almost every aspect of my life, I don't even need to follow up every fucking day to know. But whenever I am going through something, her shit is spot, like, it hits, okay? It hits. And the shit that she was saying, it had everything to do with Cancerian energy. If anybody knows about the houses and placements and how Cancerian energy is about mothers, it's about nurturing, it's about that nurturing energy. And basically she was just stating that some of that energy, there may be people in your life who you have to kind of cut that Cancerian energy off for them, meaning you just don't really fuck with them anymore. Or, like, you know, it might not be forever, but just in this moment, you got to have your Saturn energy, which is very strict and stern, and just kind of go on about your life. And it just resonated on so many different levels. Like, the things, everything that she was saying, it was like in my brain, like ping, 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 like everything, all of the feelings that I was feeling yesterday. I thought I was crazy. I thought I was losing my shit. I was like, this must just be because I'm pregnant that I'm just like super emotional today. No, it was for a reason. Like, people who don't believe in spiritual shit and people who don't really like listen to astrology or try to listen, and I've said this before, or try to be aware of like planetary alignments and shit. That shit is real and it's true, and it's really true. And maybe it's just true for me because it's something that I believe in. Just like if somebody believes in a religion, it's real and it's true for them. But I also believe that two things can exist at the same time and be right and or wrong. So I don't belittle people who are in religions. There's beautiful things about religion. It's just the people who make it not great. You know what I mean? With their rules and contradictions and all that shit. And that's the reason why I'm not religious. I'm definitely more of a spiritualist. But I do believe that there is truth. There's many truths, but they really all come from one. And I believe that that's universal law. However, I just came on here to say that for people, for women, even men, people who struggle with mommy issues or issues with women in their lives that were influential and abandoned them or mistreated them or just were not there for them, and Mother's Day is a hard day for them, my heart goes out to you. And I know that Mother's Day was yesterday, was Sunday, but like still that shit lingers and it's a trigger for a minute. You know, it's just like if somebody lost their parent, you know, on either of those holidays, on Mother's Day or Father's Day, it's a trigger. For me, Father's Day is still a trigger because I don't have my father here. I do wish that he was here, you know. And so, but just understanding myself enough to know that I was not crazy. You know, I shared a little bit with my mom about how I was feeling. She's very understanding. She didn't judge me. You know, I think she understood where I was coming from. But it's a different experience for me. Just like she has her own experiences with some women in her life, probably. You know what I mean? And I don't judge her. I don't, you know, we discuss what we have to discuss and we move forward. And that's why I'm grateful. So I started off, you know, kind of ranting about Mother's Day and just saying how I was just kind of an emotional wreck. But my day ended up wonderful because I got to spend it with my favorite fucking people. So basically, the all in all is just that the time is near. It's drawing near for us to cut motherfuckers out of our lives that do not need to be there. People who do not, and I've been saying this for months. I feel like I've been on repeat with it. Like, you can go back and watch any of my videos from 2022 and probably even from 2021. Like, I've been saying it. Like, it's time for us to cut motherfuckers out of our lives that are non-reciprocal. Like, and for real, if you've not done it up until this point, they'll either start falling out of your lives or give you the fucking scissors to cut them out of your lives. That's just how it goes. And it sucks. Mine has been a 50-50 thing. Mine has been, some people have cut me out of their lives and I've had to cut other people out of my lives, which ended up in me being cut out of other people's lives because, you know, somehow I'm a villain, right? But it's okay. Like, I'm not a victim either. I know what the fuck I was doing. I know I can be accountable for my parts and my actions and lack thereof, always, in all ways. And I'm doing my best to be the best version of myself, as you should be doing for yourself. Making sure that we're not allowing people to harvest on our energy. And that's a part of that, getting rid of motherfuckers who are non-fucking reciprocal. Like, we're not doing it anymore. We're not. Like, it's done because it's becoming a burden. And what happens when you're dealing with people like that is that you're around them, you're trying to, you know, help them get their shit together, all the while your shit is falling the fuck apart. Do you hear me? Falling the fuck apart. Like, I don't know if you hear me. When you're trying to help people that have their own karmic debt, your shit starts to fall apart because you're trying to be connected to somebody who has their own shit that they have to fix, and they're trying to not fix their shit. You are their escape. And that could be friends, families, like jobs, working for people who, you know, don't have integrity, staying at a place too long when you know you shouldn't be there. You know, it just is what it is. That's like, you know, with the last job that I had, it just started to not feel like I needed to be there anymore. Like, I was there for a very, very short time. I enjoyed my time there, but it's just the last time that I went, I was just like, I don't know if this is hitting anymore. Like, it's not hitting. And it's like, I was only working part-time anyway, so you know what I mean? So I was just like, I'm gonna just let it go. I'm gonna just let it go. There was just too much going on all the time. Too much going on. But anyways, I digress. The time is now to snip, hussies. Snip, snip. And remember that the weapons, they never said that the weapons wouldn't form. They just won't prosper. And that is all. I am Magical Shante 888. Make sure that you like, share, comment, subscribe, and I will check you in the next one. Peace.